Welcome to the weekly recap of English news from Italy and Friuli Venezia Giulia. Friuli Venezia Giulia, where tourism doesn't just grow, it breaks records.
Tourism in Friuli Venezia Giulia is breaking records once again, passing 10 million overnight stays 2 months ahead of schedule. From booming summer numbers to a strong winter season on the horizon, the region is seeing growth across every city and sector. With major events, new investments, and rising international interest, Friuli Venezia Giulia is setting its sights even higher for the years ahead.
Sono diversi anni che riusciamo a far crescere il turismo nella nostra regione e l'attrattività di questo territorio. Per la prima volta ad ottobre abbiamo superato le 10 milioni di presenze e questo testimonia che la continuità nella capacità di fare investimenti e quindi migliorare l'offerta turistica, nella promozione del nostro territorio porta a risultati importanti. I Gorizia testimoniano che la capitale europea della cultura ha portato un aumento delle presenze e degli arrivi a Gorizia importantissimo, le migliori performance a livello regionale e così vogliamo fare su Pordenone per il 2027, quindi chiusa quest'anno Gorizia ci occuperemo della capitale italiana della cultura non soltanto nel 2027 ma già nel 2026 con una serie di eventi esattamente come abbiamo fatto con Gorizia, con in questo caso Pordenone and Friends, che vedranno come fulcro Pordenone ma anche coinvolto tutto il resto del territorio regionale.
Trieste Port, new leader, big expectations.
Marco Consalvo is the new head of Trieste Port Authority. He sets out a clear target: modernize infrastructure, support operators, and position the Eastern Adriatic Gateway for long-term growth.
Il successo, credo, è quello di avere un'infrastruttura che sia sempre più moderna. Questo è un elemento fondamentale e soprattutto anche quello di avere una strategia condivisa il più possibile. Poi non tutti, è un allineamento di tutti gli operatori sostanzialmente su questa strategia. Ci deve essere un allineamento di tutti, perché qui il bene pubblico è l'elemento determinante.
High stakes, high pressures. The future of Italy's doctors starts now.
Italy's new medical school admission system is under fire. Early results show very low pass rates in northern universities, sparking complaints and legal challenges. With the final round of exams still ahead, thousands of aspiring doctors face uncertainty about their future. What are the potential problems with this second exam?
The first one is that also in the second exam, too little number of students will reach the good votation, and the second opposite potential problem is that we are waiting for a big number of appeals from the person who didn't reach the result, and so the opposite risk is that we will have too many students enrolled. And in both cases, this is a problem, because in the first case we have an insufficient number of students. In the second case, we will have too many students to prepare, and we have not rooms, we have not beds in the hospital to prepare at the level we wish. And so we must find an equilibrium. And I hope that here in Trieste, since 50 years we are looking for a high level of preparation, we are working to maintain a perfect number, because our first goal is to prepare good professionist, a great doctor, because the quality of the medical doctor are the first reason for a good health system, and so our absolute goal is that we work for this goal.
A bold start to the academic year in Trieste.
The University of Trieste kicked off its 2025-26 academic year with a push toward digital innovation, global partnerships, and stronger research. Rector Donato Viannelli highlighted rising enrollment as the institution sets its sights on a forward-looking future.
It's an emotion to be here. It's an emotion to have also around me all the colleagues, all the territory, and all my governance. And when you have a lot of goals, what I think is more important is to have the feeling not to be alone.
Dimostrare e sottolineare la vicinanza di Regione Friuli Venezia Giulia all'Ateneo e la vicinanza alla magnifica rettrice che il suo primo anno, la sua prima inaugurazione dell'anno accademico. L'anno accademico vuole certificare l'importanza che ha la formazione per il sistema sicuramente regionale ma di tutto il Paese. Soprattutto il momento in cui stiamo vivendo penso che la formazione, che non è semplicemente un nozionismo, ma la capacità critica che riusciamo a sviluppare nei nostri ragazzi e nelle nostre ragazze è fondamentale.
In Tarvisio, folklore isn't told, it marches.
Tarvisio has come alive with its annual Krampus celebration.
The town celebrated its famous Krampus parade on Friday, December 5th, where ancient alpine folklore came alive. St. Nicholas handing out sweetbread and the Krampus thundered through the streets as a dramatic woodland performance retold the battle between good and evil. A historic train from Trieste brought visitors straight into the heart of this unforgettable tradition.
This scene is between the good and the evil. In this case, the good wins the evil.
Was it your first time?
Yes, my first time. It's my first time that I came to Friuli in Italy, and I wanted so much to came here to see it, and it's amazing. I love it.
I was really scared, and I take a picture, and I don't know what to say, but it was really terrified me. Yeah, but it was kind of funny.
It was the first time actually, even though I've come here all my life, I've never seen them, so yeah. I'm from Udine, near here. Yeah. It's spooky, but it's also amazing to see them, so I love that. It's a tradition here that you have to do like some jokes to the Krampus, so they eat you, but you have to like escape to them, okay?
And were you waiting all year for this?
Yeah, that's an amazing thing, an amazing event, and I love it. Every year I'm here in Tarvisio.
San Nicolò in Trieste. Tradition lights up the city.
Trieste kicks off the holiday season with the Fiera di San Nicolò. Locals and visitors roam the Christmas market, enjoying the festive spirit. What do you usually do to celebrate San Nicolò?
I actually spend the time in the city with my friends. We go out to eat and drink, and nothing more.
Solitamente vengo con mio figlio a farmi un giro nella fiera, qua mangiamo qualcosa, qualche dolce, eventuali palloncini e poi si tornerà a casa.
E allora noi da piccoli era come la tradizione sostituiva un po' il Natale, quindi i genitori ci davano i regali. Ultimamente un po' sì, regali, cose del genere, però più tranquilli. Più in fiera, sì.
San Nicolò is something really felt here in our city. It is something we celebrate a lot. We usually celebrate into families. I'm sadly working on that day, but you know, people is around, so it's a happy spot here, you can tell that. Yeah.
E noi abbiamo 2 bambini piccoli, quindi festeggiamo alla grande questi ultimi anni e di solito veniamo qui in fiera, poi la sera insomma allestiamo un po' il tutto, poi la notte arriva San Nicolò e la mattina i bambini sono super contenti e molto felici dei regali e dell'atmosfera che si crea.
Italy's long weekend begins and Trieste steps into the holiday season.
Streets fill, lights glow, and Italy celebrates the feast of the Immaculate Conception, the true start of the festive rush. Do you have anything planned for the long weekend?
Yes, we're performing in Cats the Musical at the theatre. We're travelling Europe with the company of the musical, and we've just come from Lugano, and we're just here in Trieste for the weekend.
In reality, not yet. We are just deciding if go tomorrow in Ljubljana or anyhow somewhere around. and for sure we are going to visit the castle of Miramare and the city.
I think it will be just a chill weekend, walking in the city center. Maybe on Sunday we'll do a little trip to Venice or to Miramare Castle, and on Monday I will be studying, so that's my plan.
A long weekend.
Well, in reality, we haven't already thought how to do, but maybe going to the mountains. We have a lot of snow in these days, so maybe it might be a good option.
So today we're staying in Trieste, and tomorrow we're heading to Austria. We're going to Carinthia. We're going to the Christmas market in Klagenfurt. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to Bad Kleidkirchen, where there's like a thermal spa. And then on Monday, which is national holiday in Trieste and in Italy, we're coming back to Trieste, and we're going to look at the Christmas markets. And then we have to head back to the UK where we live. So this is our long weekend plan.
Winter hits Friuli Venezia Giulia. The region comes alive with skiers, fresh snow, and new adventures for everyone.
Winter is officially back in Friuli Venezia Giulia. In Piancavallo and across the region, skiers from near and far are hitting the slopes as the 2025-26 season kicks off, with fresh snow, early season deals, and hundreds of mountain adventures waiting to begin.
How's the first day skiing in Piancavallo going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. I mean, this is my first time, supporting this season, and then second time ever, so it's going pretty good. Getting the hang of it, as you can tell, it's pretty beautiful out here today. A lot of people out here enjoying it, so it's just been a good time.
Yeah.
And to have slopes, whether you're a beginner or expert, you're gonna, kill it no matter what. So it was just the right place to be at.
How's the first day of ski season going?
Good. I think the snow is good. Yeah, it was very funny, and I'm very experienced in this sport, and I really like it.
How was today? How did you enjoy today? Today is good?
Yes, today is very good.
It's a good day, nice day, and a beautiful day.
Why Piancavallo?
Because it's good. It's very small, but it's comfortable.
Thank you for watching in Trieste Web TV. We speak your language.